The Score is the place for local spring high school sports, and we've got some for you right now. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. SBS Carbon Copy in Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Maine Preventative Maintenance, your complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print on just about anything. Valley Beverage, delivering great beverages every day. Dixon's Country Market in Benton, with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. And by Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good afternoon. Welcome, that is, to Veterans Field here at Messalonskee High School in Oakland, where this afternoon here on The Score, we bring you live coverage. Boys High School Lacrosse. It's one of the best teams in Class B, the Messalonskee Eagles, and one of the best teams in Class C, the Oak Hill Raiders, doing battle this afternoon. A.J. Knight, Mike Violet here, along with Chaz Wing and Kaylin Lakey as well for this one. So two really good teams. Oak Hill's only played 3 games. They've won all 3 of them. They play a class up here today against a Messalonskee team that has just 1 loss, and that was to an outstanding team in Cape Elizabeth.
Yeah, we were talking before we got the broadcast started that we sort of started making the phrase "iron sharpens iron" more common last year at the lacrosse season for the girls, who opened up with I think it was Kenneth Bunkboard,
yes,
who was outstanding team. And that's where we started talking about the phrase about how important it is to play those tough teams to shape your schedule. Messalonskee boys this year, after coming off a finalist finish in Class B but not state champion, iron sharpens iron for their schedule this season.
Yeah, it's a heck of a tough schedule. They opened with Brunswick, good club. They beat them 11-8. Bombed Bangor 17-4. Beat Greeley 13-5. Beat Hampden Academy 12-2. And then last Friday, the game against Cape, they lost by a score of 13-7. But later, they've got Yarmouth, they've got Mount Ararat, and they've also got Camden Hills in a game with Gorham. So they are trying to sharpen the iron as best as they possibly can. This Oak Hill program is a combo team with Oak Hill, Monmouth, and St. Dom's, and they've got a good array of players from all of those schools. 3 wins for Oak Hill, a win over Gray, New Gloucester, Poland, a win over Oxford Hills by a score of 17-11, and a win over North Yarmouth Academy 16-9. Each team has a ton of players out. They certainly don't lack for numbers. That makes for, as we've talked about, much better practices and everything like that. Let's talk about goaltending for Messalonskee, because Tank has assumed the role as the starting goaltender for the Messalonskee Eagles, and Tank is freshman Andrew Witham. You'll see him all in white, down to our right now, wearing number 37. And the nickname seems to fit because, well, he's kind of built like a tank.
Yeah, and the surprising thing to me, true freshmen, last year's goalies were not seniors. In fact, Hunter Halley, who plays goalie for the Messalonskee hockey team, actually has made the move to midfield, surprisingly enough. So I think that tells you a lot about his skills early on, that the true freshman can win the job for a team with large aspirations. I will say one of the things that I think helps Tank is the fact that they bring back a lot of experience on the defensive side. And if you've been following Messalonskee sports, a lot of names you're going to recognize as well.
No doubt. Brady Brunel, of course, one of their outstanding players. Of course, they're trying to replace the great face-off man in Bryce Crowell, who has taken his talents to Castine and doing the same thing for MMA, by the way. I think he's been Rookie of the Week for 4 or 5 weeks so far this year.
A United States high school All-American last year.
Garrett Bell has assumed his role as the face-off man, the man on the draw. Big shoes to fill, but Coach Tom Sheridan says he's done a good job.
Yeah, I think actually today between him and then standing out was Caden Delano was mentioned for Oak Hill. Might be one of the better matchups of face-off men here today, on top of just being a good game between two teams who I think are both capable of winning state championships.
Track is always fast here at Messalonskee High School with this great turf. We've had some rain, but I don't think it actually rained here. It's been very spotty. Looks like we're good to go with a dry field for Messalonskee and Oak Hill. They will do boys lacrosse battle. We'll get to it. The opening draw coming up next on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run!
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Monkey is prime!
This season, we are hydrated.
The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs.
We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, Manufacturing Manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Veterans Field in Oakland as Oak Hill gets ready to take on Messalonskee in boys lacrosse this afternoon. Class B, Messalonskee is at the top of the heap in the heel points. Class C, Oak Hill is number 2 in Class C. So, schedule rest of the week. We have softball tomorrow. It's Lawrence hosting Winslow. Game time is 4 o'clock. Friday, it's high school baseball. Mount Blue will be at Skowhegan. Game time there is at 7 o'clock, and I guess we probably ought to bring the Score House out with us tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I was knocking on wood for. Did we find out Skowhegan's not playing, baseball's not playing at home?
It's at Colby.
At Colby.
Friday night. So we'll be at Colby Friday night under the lights, which will be great because we have a great place to sit there behind the plate and a great view from that terrific field at Colby.
There's no denying that those facilities are immaculate.
Absolutely. All right, quick time up. Players are being introduced. We're about to have the national anthem. We'll come back. The face-off. Oops, the draw is coming up next.
No, it's face-off in boys. It's draw
there is a distinct difference?
Yes. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
A face-off, the opening face-off between Messalonskee and Oak Hill. It's next on The Score.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our Score crew, Chaz Wing and Kaylin Lakey back here live at Veterans Field in Oakland. The Oak Hill Raiders in their blue. Their colors are red, white, and blue. And pretty much Messalonskee is the same thing. Messalonskee wearing the home whites, and the Raiders wearing the road blues on this.
That's a little bit confusing, I got to be honest, because you came here and you're like, which one's which? And you're like, blue Messalonskee.
But it's not.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's what's confusing.
Right.
I tell you, red against dark blue is also not the easiest to see. in my game-to-game evaluation of how easy the numbers are.
We haven't even started the game, and you're already whining about the colors of the jerseys.
Look, if I didn't, you would.
The goalkeeper for Oak Hill is Owen Walsh, who's a junior, and from St. Dom's. As I mentioned, this is a cooperative team from Oak Hill. They got plenty of numbers of their own kids, but plenty of numbers from St. Dom's and not Monmouth as well. The Saints providing 5 players on the varsity, and Monmouth 3 players on the varsity. So a pretty good collection of kids here as we see down to our right. Andrew Witham, Tank in goal to our right, and down to our left is Owen Walsh, and we are set to go. Ready to take this face-off, Garrett Bell for Messalonskee. I didn't pick up a number there on Oak Hill. That's number 5, I believe. That is Lucas Bergeron. So Bergeron and Bell on the draw. That'll work. Boy, that looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Bell, a la Bryce Crowell, wins and right down the field. And here is Messo. Here's Brady Brunel. He is a sniper for sure. Brunel worked it over on the right. And Messalonskee goes to Parent. Ryan Parent coming off a great basketball season. Hit that shot against Skowhegan. Now over on the far side, it's Fulling. Fulling curls in, shoots, hit the post. Great first scoring opportunity for Messalonskee. Loose ball scooped up by Jack Kinney. And Kinney gets it back to Parent. Parent weasels in, shoots and misses. And LeClaire touches up.
See that post shot again. I think the interesting thing is I figured Brunel was going to move down to attack, but they've kept him at midfield, so I'd watch him as still sort of normally your attack right runs the show, but he's going to, I think, do so from the top as a point man.
All right, LeClaire, all power, lays it back out to Parent. Our replays, by the way, brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program. MidstateUSA.com. A shot on goal there by Hansen is wide. Messalonskee buzzing.
And I think you can see early as LeClaire just playing bully ball here.
Well, knocked out. Now it's knocked back out by LeClaire. LeClaire to the front. It's picked off.
Great midfield defense.
Oh, that was outstanding. The anticipation there was absolutely tremendous by Bergeron. And Bergeron leads the attack, and now it's Oak Hill's turn. Pass is missed, though. Mistake there, and back to touch up for Messalonskee is Owen Kirk, and he grabs it. Kirk with a long stick, gets it ahead now to Kinney. Messo right back at it. Fast pace so far. Here's Fulling. Fulling zigs, zags, goes around a defender, lays it back out to Parent. Parent lost it. Parent recovers nicely. Parent.
Ooh, nice fake.
Now fakes. Now on the back out goes to Hansen. Hansen at the top. Messo sets up. They've had the better of the play so far in the first few minutes. Here is Kinney. Kinney faking, being pushed by Bergeron. Kinney gets rid of it down low to Brunel.
I see now Brunel playing on the wing like an attackman.
Brady draws pressure, shoots, and a good save there by Owen Walsh. The rebound score! Brady Brunel ended up back with the ball in his basket, and he buried it from about 10 yards. It's 1-0 Messo.
There you get the replay there off the post shot. And it's going to show you again. All right, I'll pull it up. Either way, Brunel picks it up, and he's going to be the big one to count on if you're talking about Messalonskee scoring, because obviously he returns. I was surprised to see the number totals, considering you had Durkee and Walter last year. But they said he had over 50 goals.
Yep, Walter Fiegel gone, Durkee gone. A lot of production. Crowell, while not a prolific scorer, certainly could be. But you're talking about, 80 goals there, 90 goals there with those three?
They're up there. Cooper LeClaire was not a low scorer either. He brings back a lot of experience. The big thing, I think, is their midfield, depending on how they use Brunel. And then, obviously, the freshman goaltender is going to be something to watch.
Parent over to Kinney. Kinney drops it back now to Parent. Parent has to retreat and instead lets it roll out to Brunel. So Brady will start it out here at the 30-yard line. Of course, the goal's here at the 10. So 20 yards away, over to Fulling.
Yeah, tough to see the boxes here on the football field with the turf, but there are identifiable lines.
All right,
nice
front.
trail check.
Yeah, outstanding job there by Oak Hill. Let's see what the Raiders are able to do with it. They throw it away. It's scooped up right there by Fulling after the steal over to Parent. Ryan Parent, 1-0 Meso on a goal by Brunel. Fulling to Parent to LeClaire. Bully ball coming. LeClaire gets in front, can't get a shot off. It's knocked out of his stick. Oak Hill picks it up again. And the lead pass nicely done to Bergeron. Bergeron handles eventually. And Lucas Bergeron, nice pass. Got it ahead to Fecto.
That defender got clocked, not something that happens a ton.
Matt Fecto from St. Dom's. Of course, a great hockey tradition there at St. Dom's, which now is in Auburn, which is crazy enough for those of us who have been around for a while. Give and go. Great play and a score. Well, Tank couldn't do much there because that was a great feed to Fecto driving to the net, and he ties it at 1.
Yeah, a little give and go, like you said, not the cleanest of passes, but that'll work, and able to put that one in to tie the game up.
6:25, the time of the goal. Matt Fecto gets the tally, and we're tied up. Good one so far. We thought it was going to be good. So far, we're right. Two pretty evenly matched teams, even with the difference in the classes. Another win by Brunel. Brunel hustles down to Parent. 1-1. Messalonskee and Oak Hill, the Eagles and the Raiders. Rolls it over to Kinney. Jack Kinney coming off a good hockey season. And Kinney going to start the play from the left. Kinney backs away from a potential double team. Down low to Brunel. Brunel didn't get much on the shot there, and easy stop for Walsh. Owen Walsh, a small goalkeeper, unlike Tank. They're not going to nickname Owen Walsh Tank unless it's in jest. He's kind of slight. But Walsh is also from St. Dom's. Here's Bergeron.
Somebody's got to
driving
slide.
the shot. He went for a grounder there, and he missed badly.
Yeah, he spiked that in the ground, but one of the things talked about, these two, I think, played last year. Oak Hill specifically, Meso talked about the fact one of the things they didn't do well is not slide. There, he's by himself. Somebody's got to commit to that offensive player.
Here's Caden Delano, that is, handling it for the first time, number 3 in blue. Little hop step, little spin. Avoids a double team, goes with a ground ball, and it's wide of Witham. Hustling back is Kirk. Let's see who won that battle. It was Oak Hill.
Yeah, he just beat him there. It was good hustle from the attackman.
All right, so here we go. 7:15 to go first period. 1-1. Brunel for Meso, Fecto for Oak Hill. Oak Hill down in my neck of the woods where I live in Wales. You know where Wales is, don't you, AJ?
Europe.
Wales? Wales, Maine?
It really is true what they say about...
Shot is wide off the stick of Delano.
It really is what they say. What they say about Maine. You can visit the whole world by going to one state.
Yeah. You know, there's Rome, which is not far from here.
China, of course,
absolutely.
we go to all the time.
We were just in China, South China, of course, where they speak with an accent.
Both these teams, I think, not very crisp to start. Had some really good opportunities. Have not put balls on cage.
Fecto at the perimeter. Some switch-ups here on each side. 1-1. Checking there is Owen Kirk. Spinning away from it is Belanger.
Nice
Ball's
check.
knocked out of his stick. It is loose. It's spiked back outside, and staying with it is Bergeron. Bergeron, who can fly. Look at him go. Shooting and a save by Tank Witham. Rebound right in front. A lot of contact in front, and Mitchell Marquis with a little pinball action on one of the attackmen for Oak Hill, but the Raiders hang on to the ball. Another give and go wasn't there. Backed outside Fecto. Back outside, that is Fecto. Bouncer is wide. Good bid there by Fecto.
One of the things, too, Mike, Meso, obviously not the case. Oak Hill, I don't know. We haven't covered them in a lot of sports. I wonder if they're used to playing on turf. Because maybe in grass, some of those bounces don't pick up that momentum right away.
I think of the field down there, which I've been to. I think it's grass.
Is it grass?
Yeah.
And I'm just curious because a lot of their bounce shots and defensive pressure is part of it, but they're really spiking them and they're nowhere close.
Yeah, last time I was there was for a softball tournament game, but as I recall, I walked by the football field, and I think it is grass. Somebody listening or watching is going to send me a text message. Don't worry. Here's LeClaire. Back out front, 1-1. We have 5:20 left in the first. Hustling up Hansen. Hansen had a good scoring opportunity earlier, and he overshoots Brunel with the pass.
I think both teams a little bit amped here. Both teams you could see, I think, are very offensively skilled. I think the long stick, specifically your long stick midfielders and your defense, really going to have to back off because I think they're letting those offensive players get into the stick, and that's what they tell you. You get in close, you spin, and that 6-foot pole becomes a disadvantage.
Messalonskee disrupting things for Oak Hill, and they end up with a pickoff. It's Kirk. Check that. It's not Kirk. It's Nick Dexter with the long stick there. And finally breaking out with it, Tyler Hansen. Hansen over midfield. Hansen angles in, drops it off down low for Fulling. Matthew Fulling and LeClaire. Back behind the net. Fulling fakes, goes in front, lays it for Parent, shoots and scores! Ryan Parent makes it 2-1 Messalonskee.
Just like you draw it up, Mike. Draw second defender, somebody's open, and it's Parent right there in the back door, even without the best of pass you see here. His Parent's going to have to reach across his body, more than enough time to crank that, and Walsh is nowhere near that.
That is a point-blank bid that Walsh simply could not make a stop on. So Parent scores, 2-1 Messalonskee.
Yeah, also give the assist. That one goes out to Fulling.
All right, on the draw, Bell fighting for it with Delano, and Oak Hill comes away with it. So first loss for Bell. Here's Delano bumped. Delano lays it down right by the net, curling behind the net, Gage Spire, and that is wide. Spear, actually, is how you pronounce his name, S-P-I-E-R.
Got a good look, but traffic, of course, is going to collapse on you real quick down on the crease.
All right, on the right side, Fecto. He's got their goal. Fecto back out to Delano. Caden Delano. Delano.
That's just not a
was
good
shot. Was that a shot?
Yeah.
That was okay. It was high.
They're going to give it back. Hey, this stick check there kept it from falling through, but you're just at this level, unless you can just absolutely grip it and rip it, you're not putting that one in.
All right, trying to work it in front of Spear and take it away by the defender there, Nick Dexter, and slams his stick down in frustration. He couldn't get the handle on the ball.
Yeah, he knocked it out of bounds. That was a heck of a check.
Spear over on the right for Delano. Delano holds. Delano, they work it around the perimeter. Working their offense here. The drive, the shot is wide.
And you see another, again, whole point of ground ball, especially a young goalie, but any goalie, right? You want to make them change because they're going to mirror their stick to the ball, but they're just spiking them so far in front, they're not even getting on cage.
Spear outside to Fecto. The spin, the shot, and is that a goal? Yes.
I credit him because I said I don't think you're going to be able to rip it from that far out. That was a decent length out, a good, 15 yards?
I did not see who that was.
I believe number 3. Yeah.
All right, so Caden Delano gets on the board.
He just absolutely ripped that one, and I think Tank's going to wish he had that one back.
So 2-2, yeah. I think that's a ball he thinks was stoppable, if that's a word.
I would agree.
So Oak Hill ties it at 2 on the goal by Delano at 11:30. And we are 2-2 with 3.5 to go in the first. Today's game brought to you by Central Maine Community College, more than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates. One of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Go to cmcc.edu for more. Off the draw, Meso won it, but taken back by Oak Hill.
Yeah, they win the face-up, but that wing did a nice job. He was in the right place, so they actually get the ground ball.
So Oak Hill working it to try to get their first lead of the game. I don't have a 4 on my roster, so I can't tell you who that is.
Now he's going to score.
Of course. Fecto over on the other side. Behind the net, being defended close by Marquis. Threw it back outside for Spear. Now at the top, it is Bergeron or Fecto. Can't see that number. It is Bergeron, and he missed.
That's a good shot. He got down the alley. Good back up there. Meso able to steal one here.
2:37 left in the first. 2-2. Meso with possession. Here's Dexter. Dexter way over on the other side to Marquis. Mitchell. Long stick running up the left side. Spins away from a Fecto whack, and a flag is out. The ball is out, and it's out of bounds literally off the stick of Dexter, but we have a flag, and we're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, they're going to get him. He tried to go for that wraparound check, right? Because the offensive player, the attackman can't cross over midfield, so the offensive players generally will take their stick out in their one hand and just try and wrap check it. But as he did that, it's a nice adjustment by the defender. He moves, and they catch upper body and get the slash.
So Fecto draws the 1-minute slash penalty, or excuse me, he gives Messalonskee the advantage for a minute. The penalty is on Fecto. Hansen. They get it down low for Fulling. Fulling back outside to Parent. Now at the top to Brunel. Brunel right to the net. The shot wide.
He's got to take one more step.
Yep.
Got to take one more upfield.
Angle was just too much for Matthew Fulling. 35 seconds left on the man up here. Outside for Messalonskee.
He's got him again. Both of those attack. Cooper and Claire's by himself standing on the back door.
Brunel inside to Hansen, picked off. Good defense by Oak Hill, and the Raiders down a man for another 20 in the offensive zone, riding him out of bounds. There is Kirk, and Messalonskee away with the ball. Here's Brunel. Brunel flying. Brunel down low, Fulling. Fulling trying to go back out front to Parent. He does. Fires, and Ryan Parent scores.
Top shelf. How about that?
Was an absolute laser beam by Ryan Parent. 3-2 Messo.
Parent just absolutely cranks the elevator shot and buries that right under the top bar. Actually had Cooper LeClaire open on the back door if he wanted to go there, but at that point, his eyes light up.
So Parent with 2 here in the first. And Messalonskee with $1.25 to go in the quarter, leading 3-2.
Yeah, also give Parent 2 goals and Fulling 2 assists on those 2 goals.
All right, off the face-off, they blow it dead. Going to give it to Oak Hill.
And fraction on Messalonskee here.
All right, Raiders with it. That is Bergeron. Waits for reinforcements.
And Messalonskee, that really dominated possession early, just couldn't put the ball on cage, really has balanced out. Oak Hill they have struggled to put the ball on cage.
Alrighty, on the right side for Oak Hill, Fecto.
Nice swim dodge.
Fecto. Out front, the shot is wide of Andrew Witham.
Yeah, Oak Hill content to take some of those long. I mean, they did make once. They're going to test the freshman here to see if he's going to be able to track them, because they're cranking those long ones.
All right, back out front. Bergeron, Lucas Bergeron.
45 seconds left.
A senior, 3-2 Messo. Bergeron circles outside, being harassed there by Kirk. Beats him. Lays it off side of the net. It hit the post, and it did not go in. Wow.
Thank you, pipe. Thank you, plumbing.
Tank Witham thanks the plumbing. You got to tap the plumbing after you get rid of the ball here. He should go kiss the plumbing. 20 seconds to go. Messo with a 3-2 lead. The rush by Dexter. Nick with a long stick. In the middle for Parent. Parent with a 2-goal first.
10 seconds.
Parent outside. See if they can get a shot off. Here's Brunel. Brunel trying to lay it off, then loses his footing, and that'll run the clock out as Oak Hill takes over for the first period. Very even matchup between these two top teams, Messo in Class B and Oak Hill in Class C. Score at the end of 1. The Messalonskee Eagles 3, Oak Hill Raiders 2. You're watching and listening to High School Lacrosse on The Score.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, and our score crew back here live at Veterans Field in Oakland. Good one. 3-2 Messalonskee at the end of one. Parent with 2 goals for the Eagles. Brunel with the other one. Fecto and Delano the tallies for Oak Hill.
I think pretty even possession-wise. For Messalonskee, I think they've just gotten those shots at point-blank range that they have been able to. You don't make those, coach, how to make you run laps. Because if you don't put those on cage, I don't know what you're doing.
All right, Bell and Delano on the face-off. Check that. That's not Bell. Yeah, that is Bell. And he won it, then he lost it.
He did not get
Delano comes away with it. Caden Delano. Good work by him. They work it down low. 3-2, Messalonskee in the lead, just underway here in the second. Glad you're with us this afternoon here on The Score. As we bring you boys lacrosse, got softball tomorrow. Winslow's on the road in Fairfield at Lawrence. We'll be bringing you live coverage beginning at 4 o'clock. Delano, nice swim move, goes in, and that hit the pipe too. I thought it might have gotten stick, but no, it got pipe. And Delano with a marvelous swim move, and he hit the pipe.
That was, wow.
He's good. He's got some moves. He deals. All right, this is Bergeron. Bergeron laid it away down low. The pass couldn't be handled by Spear. And now Messalonskee, good job there by Dexter, to work it back to Tank. With him, the goaltender's a freshman, so he steps in with a club that is a contender for a state championship. All right, here's Fulling. Matthew Fulling, he's got an angle to the net. Fulling goes in, shoots, and I think he shot it right on Walsh. That ended up being a fairly easy save by Owen Walsh, the sophomore goaltender. So we got a freshman in goal for Messo and a sophomore in goal for Oak Hill.
I think Fulling was just surprised how open he was. He kept waiting, I think, for the slide to come.
Bergeron in the middle, 4. We don't have number 4's name, and I checked with Greg Glynn, who's here as well, and he doesn't have it either, so.
Nice body contact there at defense because number 4's shot goes way high.
All right, back out front, Oak Hill, Bergeron. Bergeron being defended by Pettengill, bumps a man. Bergeron shoots from out deep, and that missed.
He's one of their big players. You saw Messo send that slide early, got double team. He still tried to kind of go up and over with that shot.
All right, Oak Hill.
Nice
on the attack. Hinckley had it tied up and taken away. Here is Brady Brunel. Brunel bumped down by Hinckley, gets back up. Brunel trying to power his way over midfield, and he does. Brady Brunel angling to the net, showing speed. Hit, bump, still got a shot off and a save there by Walsh. Great rush by Brady Brunel, flashing his speed. Pop-up up to midfield and handling it for Messalonskee. Briefly was Kinney. Now Oak Hill back with it, though. The Raiders work it up the left side. Spear. Gage Spear.
Oh, I would say they still had to get touched, but I think he did touch the ball. They had 2 chances at picking that off and keeping it in the offensive zone.
Coming down to 9 minutes to go in the first half. It's 3-2 Messalonskee, a tight one. All right, here we go. Oak Hill with some changes. Outside now for the Raiders, it is Delano. Delano laid it off for Spear. Gage Spear backing it out. Spear almost looking like he wants a pick there. Finally laid it off for Fecto.
Oak Hill really likes the 2-man game.
Fecto changes hands, a shot and a save by Witham. That was a good stop right there by Tank Witham. Point blank by Delano, who is a gunner.
Yeah, Delano's hunting there. That was a good save, but they really like spreading out Messalonskee's defense and kind of just running that 2-man game, little pick and roll in all honesty.
All right, Hansen Over the line, nice move, gets it close. We've got a flag down. The shot is wide.
I don't know if that hit pipe or not, Mike. I'm going to see if I can tell in this replay.
I'm wondering if it hit pipe or if the goalkeeper Walsh got a stick down.
I think it either hit pipe or foot. I'm gonna give Walsh a save.
Okay, we'll be generous. We're benevolent sometimes.
Regardless, the important note is that was not a goal, and then Messalonskee drew a penalty, I believe, on a cross check.
Yeah, on our pal number 4, Mr. Anonymous. So the second penalty on Oak Hill. So a man up here for the Eagles. Chance to add to the lead. Cutting to the net right in front is Brunel, and the shot or check that Parent never got a shot off. Loose ball picked up by Messo. Over on the near side, Fulling.
They had them completely fooled out of the open of that. Parent was wide open. I think actually got blocked.
Brunel back to Fulling. Back to the front now as the lights flash on right before our very eyes. Kinney over on the left now to Hansen. Tyler Hansen reverses. In traffic right in front there. Shot, score! Matt Fulling. Great passing by the Eagles.
How about a little return of the favor, because that goes out to Parent, I believe, on the wing. That Parent you're going to see pop out here from the crease. He's going to get this and just rifle it to Fulling, who has to lurch up. But, again, Walsh is mirroring that. He's got to come all the way across, nothing doing.
So Matthew Fulling makes it 4-2 Messalonskee. Time of the goal, 4:15. And the Eagles open up a 2-goal lead for the first time. Our replay is brought to you by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program, midstateusa.com. Delano on the attack. Oak Hill down by 2. Out to Hinckley. Rolls back outside, though, as Oak Hill gets a good bounce. Now to Bergeron. Bergeron throws it in. Wow. Lucas Bergeron from out deep hit. And it is 4-3, so that 2-goal lead does not last long. Let's see, it lasted 18 seconds, AJ.
Again, Bergeron just absolutely ripping those from out front. And again, I think if you're Tank, you're not happy with the fact that you're giving those up.
All right. Off the draw, Bell lets it roll over to his teammate Brunel. Here's Brady. Brady right back on the attack. Brunel. Some changes here by Messalonskee, and Brunel will hang on. Coming on is Connor Wade for the first time today. Back out deep it goes to Kinney. Jack Kinney holds it over to Brunel. Down to 7 minutes to go in the first half. It's 4-3. Messalonskee down low to Fulling, who just scored. Fulling got in front. Fulling missed. He needed that one more step that you talked about earlier.
Yeah, right there. You're going to see it here again. If he gets one, he's got it in his left hand, which is great. He's going to shoot that still basically at GLE, which is in zero angle. He takes one more step, that cage opens all the way up.
A lot more net to shoot at, but all right, so Parent runs over to pick it up, and that penalty is up, by the way, so
I believe it was releasable, so on the goal.
Oh, yes, you're correct. Sorry. My bad there.
But another stat, Messalonskee 2 for 2 on man-up opportunities.
Got to take advantage of him. Parent laid it over. That is Hansen, I believe, or Kinney. It's Kinney. Kinney back out front for Parent. Ryan Parent over on the right side. Hansen back to Parent at the top. Parent looks left, looks right. Now drops it off. Hansen has it out deep. Hansen stumbles. Lays it over for Brunel. Brunel's hit, and it's a steal by Oak Hill. Great play there by Delano. Caden Delano. Passes blocked. Great job there by Messalonskee's Owen Kirk. And Kirk has it come out of his stick, and he gets tripped up, and that's a penalty. Delano, and it's always good to go man up, but it's even better when you get one of their best players off the field. So
I don't think there was much there. I think as much as anything, I'll let you see if you can see here, Mike. Watch. He gives him a little bit, but I think it's more his own feet.
You could call that ticky-tacky if you wanted to. I'm not saying I want to. I'm just saying you could if you want to.
I think you could.
All right, so a man up here, Messo, for a minute on the call on Delano for the trip. And as I said, you get one of their best players off the field. In the middle, the pass got through, but it did get tipped, intended for Cooper LeClaire.
Nice job boxing out on that ground ball.
LeClaire on the man up, out to Hansen, to the top to Brunel. Brunel right to the net. Open is Fulling, and a save is made there by Walsh. Rebound, score!
That was kicked in. That was
Jack Kinney, I believe.
Kicked in. Watch this replay. So you're going to get this great look. All right, so Brunel's going to feed it down. Can't finish there, and he is just absolutely kicks that in. Absolutely kicks that in.
So Kinney gets the goal, and it's 5-3. Time of the goal, 6:29. And Messo's 2-goal lead is back, 5-3. 5:25 to go. Off the draw, kicked ahead by Fecto. Knocked down on the play was Hinckley. Now scooped up by Messalonskee. Great work by Kirk. Owen Kirk barreling. Kirk to the middle. Kirk at the 40. Fulling already set up by the net. Messalonskee going to wait for a change to the top now. Parent. Parent looks behind him. Checks the personnel. Here's Brunel. Now they're all set.
They're going to invert here. Brunel going down behind GLE.
All right, Brunel.
Brunel's got a short stick on him. That's a defensive mismatch.
All right, out front to Parent. Parent fires and scores. That's a hattie for Ryan Parent. A bullet, and it's 6-3. Messalonskee getting its offense going.
This is it. Watch this. He's just going to skip this up, and Parent it's just going to set and rip that top shelf.
Ryan Parent with a buzzer. I mean, that was the proverbial you could throw that through a car wash and it wouldn't get wet kind of shot.
He just absolutely ripped that one back.
That was a bomb.
There might have been a little steam coming off that one. And he is dialed in. He's got 3 goals, like you said. He's got 4 total points.
Yeah, he really is dialed in. That's a great way to put it. All right, Messo right off the draw. They win it. Garrett Bell lays it off now to Parent. Look out. He's got a hat trick here in the first half. Ryan Parent. Messo up by 3, 6-3. Down low to Fulling. Fulling back behind the net to Brunel.
This is why I really like Brunel. He's a good decision maker.
Brunel, Fulling missed the pass. Retrieves. Fulling to Parent. Parent handles it on a hop, lays it over on the left to Hansen. Hansen zigs and zags and spins. Still with it, now to Parent. Parent, right side. Fulling with a shot. Ooh. That hit post on the deflection. And Messo stays with it. Here's Parent. Had a good angle on that one. Parent with 3:40 to go in the first half, 6-3 Messalonskee. Parent weaving, spinning. Parent looking for that shot. It's tipped and it goes wide. That one off the backside there of Luke Davidson.
Yeah, you're going to see that. That is not going to feel good.
If that didn't hit a pad, it's going to leave a mark. We got a timeout, 3:29 to go in the first half. We got a good one here in boys lacrosse. Our score from Veterans Field here at Messalonskee High School. Messalonskee 6, Oak Hill 3. We are back after this on The Score.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Mike Violet and AJ Knight back here live at Veterans Field in Oakland with our Score crew. Chaz Wing on our game camera here today. Kaylin Lakey is on graphics and our scoreboard. And here we go to the Final 3:29 of the first half, 6-3 Messalonskee. Eagles have opened up a 3-goal lead, their first of the game. Ryan Parent's got a hat trick.
Yeah, and he is absolutely ripping them. That last goal was a laser beam.
All right, out of the timeout, Messo ball down behind the goal, and it's Brady Brunel. Brunel curls, looking, kicks it back outside Parent. There was a lane there. He didn't take it. Now a backhanded pass. Oh, that was a great pass down low. And the shot there by Fulling, I think, was stopped. And what?
Yard sale.
And Fulling comes away with the ball. That was a great sequence there for Messo. Brunel looking to go low. Instead goes to the spin. The shot never got through. It was blocked as he was blocked. Ball bounces out to Parent. Boy, what a sequence here. A flurry by Messalonskee. And Parent will calm the game down and bring it back out front with 2:45 left in the first half. And Parent, he of 3 goals. Parent over on the right to Fulling. Now to Brunel. Brady trying to work his magic. Brady drifts. Brady now makes a move. Beats his man. Brunel, laid it in front of Fulling, who cut to the net, and he couldn't get the pass. Trying to run it down far side. Hansen over there picking it up now for Messalonskee is LeBlanc.
A good man ball there with Cooper LeClaire.
Fulling looking for a shot. There it is, and it's wide. Boy, Messo has really amped it up.
Yeah, talk about the fact you lose Bryce Kroll, Walter, and Durkee, and still are this diverse offensively with the weapons you have. Because, Cooper LeClaire's had a quiet game thus far, and he can score.
All right, Oak Hill takes it away. Raiders down 6-3, 2 minutes to go in the first half. This is Caden Delano. Check that it's not Delano, it's P.J. Smith. To Bergeron. To the cutter, that's Delano. Delano in front of the net, checked by Marquis. Loose ball, got bodies on the ground. People trying to get control of it. It comes back out. Bergeron tries a shot. That was blocked by the maze of players. Now scooped up and running it out, Owen Kirk.
He's got the delivery boy carry.
Owen Kirk up to Parent. 1:35 left in the half. Out to Brunel.
That was a dangerous pass.
It was. That was a floater. Brunel to Parent.
You're risking that one getting picked off or worse. It's a hospital throw for Brunel.
I love hospital throws. I love some of your phrases here. You're going to have to explain maybe at halftime what a hospital throw is.
Okay.
Go ahead. You can do it.
I was just going to say, he hangs it up there so Brunel waits for it and just gets absolutely planted while he's standing there.
So I got you. All right, so hospital throw. Now the shot, score! Tyler Hansen! From about 15 yards out, Hansen is on the board, and Messalonskee's got a 7-3 lead.
Add to that, Hansen is the 5th player to score a goal, too, in those 7 total goals.
Nice. Goal 1357. Nice talk about spreading the wealth.
Yeah, absolutely. And then he does a nice job. They just spread him out, and then he goes left, frees up his right hand, and goes top shelf.
So the Eagles have pumped the lead up to 7-3 with 1:03 to go in the half, and the faceoff won by Bell, I think. Scooped it back, and it does get picked up by the Eagles. Pettengill to Brunel. One last rush here for the Eagles. Brunel laid it over. The shot is a save there off the stick of Garrett Bell by the goalkeeper, Owen Walsh. Bell on the rush there, a wide open Bell, and he had a clear lane. And a good save down low by Walsh. Still time, 35 seconds left. Brunel, look at that fake. Brunel angles in, now angles over, scooped it back outside, missing the pass there for Messo is Kinney. And here comes Oak Hill. 20 seconds to go. That's our pal number 4. The pass up, and it's in the stick of Witham.
That was a great pass. Just couldn't handle it. You're right there on the doorstep. He makes that play.
10 seconds to go. Whipped downfield. May as well take a shot, and it's a save by Walsh. That was from 60 yards out. That goes into the books as our longest shot on goal of the year in lacrosse so far. And that is the end of an action-packed first half here in Oakland. Score at the half in boys lacrosse, the Messalonskee Eagles 7, the Oak Hill Raiders 3. This is live coverage of boys high school lacrosse on the place for local sports, Sports Radio 1160, WSKW, The Score.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
The monkey is prime!
This season, we are hydrated. The official sports drink of the UFC. It's time!
Oh, that's good.
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Spring is the season of rejuvenation and the perfect time to revitalize your home with Renewal by Andersen. Our spring savings event is only once a year. Call Renewal by Andersen to schedule your free window diagnosis and take advantage of this incredible limited time offer. We've installed over 4 million windows, earning us 4.7 stars in customer satisfaction. Call the number below or visit us online today. And remember, call now because these great savings end soon.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jeremy.
We are JDH3 Designs.
We're a Maine family offering laser engraving of just about anything and custom apparel. We love to work with other local businesses as well as people within the community to bring your design ideas to life.
JDH3 Designs. Visit their website at jdh3designs.com and like them on Facebook. JDH3 Designs. They customize just about anything.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com, where printing's personal, not puzzling.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, scooching together here, back here live in the press box at Veterans Field here in Oakland. 7-3, the Messalonskee Eagles on top of the Oak Hill Raiders here at halftime. Messalonskee scored first in this one. Brady Brunel scored the first goal of the game for the Eagles as we roll through them now and watch the Eagles set up here.
He loves that fake pass, doesn't he?
Yep, took it right in.
Gets his own rebound. That and right there with a question mark. That's a you get a chance to get in close twice.
So the Eagles up 1-0, and the lead didn't last long though because Fecto scored. This is not obviously Fecto scoring, but Fecto scored to make it 1-1 just about a minute and 40 seconds later. Here's Oak Hill setting up. There was the shot by Fecto.
Way out wide.
That made it 1-1, and Messalonskee got the lead right back as Ryan Parent, who had a tremendous first half, scored the first of what turned out to be 3 for him in the first half, made it 2-1.
There's that elevator shot. That was his second goal.
So Messalonskee went up 2-1, and then Caden Delano, a tremendous player for Oak Hill, tied it at 2. Do we have that? Yep. All right. Goes back to the top.
That's a laser.
Yeah, that was another one. So 2-2 at that point, and that was the last time we were tied at 2. Messalonskee took off after that and ran the lead out eventually to 4-2, 5-3, 6-3, and now 7-3, where it is here at halftime.
Yeah, I see those second quarter goals. Nice job. Like we were talking about at half. Obviously, this Messalonskee team is, you'll see the second quarter goals now, those watching the stream. This Messalonskee team has big-time expectations, and I think starting a true freshman, a little bit surprising. That being said, I think one of the things that helps you is like when you have a young QB with talented weapons or a good offensive line, all the defensemen around him are seniors, and to this point I think they've done a decent job because as I have it, he's given up 2 goals, but he's only saved 2, which means he's only really seen 4 shots on cage in one half. That's not a big amount. You're keeping Oak Hill on pace to shoot 8 times on cage. That's pretty good.
All right, so we're just about set for the second half. 7-3, that is Messalonskee on top of Oak Hill. We'll get a quick timeout in, and we'll come back. Second half action is coming up next on The Score.
I came for a visit, and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWUDs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
7-3, Messalonskee Eagles on top of the Oak Hill Raiders, ready to roll here in the second half. Oak Hill in the blue, Messalonskee in the white. Tank with them, ready to take his spot in goal for Messo down to our right, and Owen Walsh down to our left. On the face-off, it'll be Garrett Bell. I believe it's Caden Delano on the other side.
Bell, I think, has gotten the best of this match. The problem is he hasn't always gotten the ground balls.
There it is.
Yard sale.
Had that one and
lost
got a
the
stick loose. Yep, that's his stick. So pretty hard to pick that ball up when you don't have a stick. So Delano gets a win. So Delano and Oak Hill set it up top now to Bergeron. Lucas Bergeron drops it off to Delano. Caden Delano has an angle to the net, shoots, and a save made by Witham. Ball at his feet, and he picked it up.
And nice job. He didn't capture it all the way. Was able to knock it down, but a save is a save is a save.
And then Mitchell Marquis lost it out of bounds.
Uh-oh.
So giveaway there. Here's Fecto. Fecto will start it up on the right sideline. Back to the top to Bergeron. Check that. Yeah, that is Bergeron. Nope, that's not Bergeron. That's Delano. That was Bergeron. Now they circle to the top. Spear. Spear over to Delano. Delano on the right. Delano goes down low. Fecto. Fecto's got a goal here in the game. Fecto being chased by Marquis. Fecto up top. Nice spin move by Spear. Spear shot. It was deflected, and it goes behind the net and out.
That was a nice shot. Bounce shot again, but just way short, so just not going to the goal.
All right, here's Oak Hill. Hinckley defended great there by Kirk. Now back to the top. Bergeron to Delano. Delano with a skip step. Delano to the middle. The turn, and there was no shot there. It ends up bouncing into the stick of Witham, and Tank with it.
Nice defense there. You converge early on the guy cutting through the center towards the crease.
10:20 left in the third quarter. Lead pass now sending out Jack Kinney. Kinney on the left to Parent. Ryan with 3 goals in the first half. Ryan Parent back to Kinney. Jack looking it over to Parent. Parent to LeClaire. LeClaire out back, not for long though. Looking to play some bully ball. LeClaire gets in front. Oh, great save by Walsh down low.
It was Pipe again.
Was it Pipe?
I think it was
All
again.
Right. It's tough to tell live.
See, well, they got a dead ball here. I'll take a look at it. LeClaire did a nice job here because you'll see. So he's going to box out basically, and then right as the defender goes for the lift here, he's going to step through, and I think that's when he shoots. That was Pipe. That was all Pipe.
All right. Thanks to the Pipe yet again. Here's Fecto.
I tell you, the plumbing between both teams has like 6 saves tonight.
Exactly. Out front, shot deflected in by Caden Delano. I think it deflected off a Messalonskee player. Let's look at the Mid-State machine replay. Sounds like it's going to be Delano. And so at 2:24 of the third period, it is Caden Delano. That's the announcement from Chad Foy on the PA. So Delano scores, and it is 7-4, Messalonskee.
I believe Fecto picks up that assist.
And for Delano, goal 2.
Yeah, so him and Fecto 2 apiece.
All right, Bell wins the draw. Garrett runs away from a defenseman in the offensive zone. They begin to work. Fulling. Matt Fulling.
Waiting for his offensive middies.
They're coming. Reinforcements on the way. He and LeClaire swap. Whoops, pass picked off.
Yeah, switching hands there gave that defender enough time to recover to jump that passing lane.
Sure did. Can Oak Hill break it out? Stolen back by Messalonskee. Brunel's over there. Fulling's over there. A scrum for it. Ball pops back outside. It's going to go out.
I was going to say, I think off Messo.
Yep, it is. It's a blue ball. It's Oak Hill's ball, run down on the sidelines by Fecto.
Kind of a slow start here to Messalonskee's offense after really cranking it up in the second quarter.
They had a great second quarter.
Yeah.
Blew out to a 7-3 lead. So far here in the first 3+, it's been dominated by Oak Hill. They've got a goal. They've closed the gap to 7-4. Down the right side is Luke Davidson. Davidson back out front, and Oak Hill's got to run it down. It's in the stick now of Spear. Gage, Spear, chased on the play by Dexter. Spear to Bergeron. Bergeron right down Broadway. Bergeron switches, hand scores! 7-5. Lucas Bergeron scores. And for Bergeron, his second.
Yeah, Bergeron just gets that with a full head of steam. Just a quick little split dodge, gets that left hand and buries it at the feet of Witham.
So Oak Hill with the first 2 goals of the second half. And it's a 2-goal gap now, 7-5 Messalonskee.
That's big because was it Hinckley and I think Bergeron were 2 of the players highlighted on the offensive side for Oak Hill, had yet to register tallies.
Heck of a battle for the faceoff. It's won by Bell, who just muscled his way to get that one. Bell throws it away. Looking for Parent, not a good pass.
Yeah, he gets the box touch and then immediately throws it over Parent's head.
So back to Oak Hill. The Raiders certainly have the momentum. 8:14 to go in the third.
Yeah, track down one of those loose balls. The sideline ones have all been cleared out.
Well, that gives me time to tell you that tonight's broadcast brought to you by Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Find them online, cmautogroup.com. Oak Hill trying to start the rush. That was a whack to the head there by Cooper LeClaire. Not exactly any cloak and dagger there. It was wide open for all the world to see. Here's Colton Davis, junior defenseman.
And Messa's got to get a touch.
Yep. And there it is, finally touched by Fulling, and Cooper LeClaire will exit stage left. First penalty on Messalonskee, first man up. Possibility now for the Raiders. Down 7-5. LeClaire out for a minute.
Yeah, that one, he tried to – that's what they tell you that with the long sticks, normally you'll see the bottom end because it's a 6-foot pole. But that top, you don't want to go there because you're going for helmet. They tell you plant your net, the head of your stick at their hand and lift.
All right, Bergeron starts it up. Over to Delano, now on the left to Spear. Gage Spear, a junior. Spear, Delano, Bergeron. Bergeron working it. Now back to the top. Popping out now is Spear. Spear in the middle. Firing it is Caden Delano. And it's 7-6. A bomb.
Yeah, that Messalonskee's man-up defense did not make any sense there. You're supposed to, you're down a man, you want to pack it in the zone, and instead they're just kind of rotating with defenders, and Delano is able to just be wide open there in the middle of the field.
So it is 7-6. Quick Boston sports news. Couple of things. Jeremy Swayman is in goal tonight for the Bruins. No surprise. Injury update on Kristaps Porzingis. He has a soleus strain. You know where that is, don't you? The soleus.
I'm going to guess quad.
It's the same injury that Giannis Antetokounmpo has had. It's in the calf area, and it's expected that Porzingis will miss several games. So the Celtics will have to forge ahead, up 3-1 against Miami without Porzingis. So there's your Boston sports update for the night. 7 minutes to go in the third. It's been all Oak Hill here in the third. The Raiders have scored 3 times, 7-3 at halftime. It's 7-6 now. Over on the far side for Messalonskee, it's Kinney. Kinney out back to LeClaire. LeClaire muscles, as only he can do, comes out of his stick, though, and it's taken by Oak Hill. Can the Raiders get it? A whack there to knock it down and tamp it down, and picking it up now is Hansen. Tyler Hansen flipped back out now by LeClaire to Parent.
Nice
right
pass.
to the side of the net. It's Brunel. No, it's not Brunel. It's Hansen. Never got a shot off.
Yeah, he had his stick low. He wanted to go low to high there, and he got a trail check that just absolutely cleaned the ball out of his mesh.
Fulling trying to save it and whacks at a couple of players. Also over there, Kinney. Real battle. Oak Hill comes out with it, and we've got a timeout called by Oak Hill. Timeout. We'll take it to 6:14 to go. In the third, it's a tight game. Score, Messalonskee 7, Oak Hill 6. You're watching boys lacrosse on The Score.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
6 minutes, 14 seconds left in the third period after an Oak Hill timeout. Raiders have tightened the gap up. It is now 7-6. Delano, Bergeron, and Delano have scored here in the third. And Messalonskee feeling the heat now. Their 4-goal lead has been shaved to 1.
Yeah, give Delano a hat trick, too, on that last goal.
So he's got a hattie, and Ryan Parent's got one, too, for Messo.
Yeah, Messo's offense has just looked discombobulated. Cooper LeClaire likes to bully off that wing. The challenge has been, how long can you get away with it?
There's a steal. Brunel going to the net. He gets open. He shoots, and I think he hit the post.
I just don't think he got anything on it.
How do you not score there? Brunel made that play happen, got the steal, got himself in alone. Out front, it's LeClaire, got away from him, picked up by Kinney. Jack Kinney fading back at the 20. There's Parent. Parent down on the left. 7-6 as we come down to 5.5 minutes to go in the third period. This has been a good one. Class B Messalonskee, number 1 in the Hill points. Oak Hill, there's a shot wide.
What a catch!
Number 2 in Class C, and busting it out is Oak Hill. Here's Bergeron. Bergeron flying. Bergeron hits a man in stride. That was Delano. Couldn't get the ball, though. In front, that one pops out of the stick of Aiden Belanger, goes out the back. We have a real race for it, and it's Messalonskee's ball. By the way, thanks to Greg Glynn, went downstairs. Nathan Dillman is number 4 for Oak Hill.
Shout out number 4.
That mystery has been solved. So those of you watching down in Wales or in the Oak Hill area, Nathan Dillman now gets the cred that he deserves. In front, pass bounces all the way through, skips to the 30-yard line to Hansen. Hansen avoids a check there from Bergeron. Hansen on the fly.
4-on-3.
Hansen with numbers. Hansen back to Parent. Oh, a good pass, and he would have had a shot, but the pass was not good at all. It was a bouncer and not much on it. Now to the side of the net, LeClaire. Little bully ball. Scoops back, nice pass to Parent. Parent low, and it was wide, but still in the basket there of Walsh.
Yeah, Hansen's got to get rid of that. So you run a fast break drill at practice, and the point is you set up a box and you draw each man, and someone should be alone back door.
A steal by Kirk. Up to Parent. Parent now to Hansen. Tyler back to the net. He got tripped up. No penalty, and there shouldn't be. And that ball, it's a dead ball.
They're going to get a push here. What I'm surprised by is the ref all the way out at midfield made the call as opposed to the one here down by the play. Messo will take it. They need some. I think their offense is at its best when Brunel operates from X behind cage, and I think they need to put him back there and give him the ball right now.
Lo and behold, that's where he is right now. When he is allowed to create, he's like Gretzky back there, you know, wheeling, dealing. So Brunel out back. Brunel defended, wheels away from it, fakes. Brunel drops the pass off to Fulling, to Hansen. Hansen, nothing there, not a Parent. Parent with a shot. It was a shot that had to go through a maze of players, and it did, but it didn't go on goal.
It's a tough shot from that far out. I think you're seeing a little bit of panic.
All right, Brunel working it over to Hansen. Hansen back out front to Parent. Parent to Fulling. Now they have LeClaire in the front, about 10 yards in front of the net.
Yeah, Diamond in 2.
Yep, Hansen out back to Brunel. Brunel in front, score! Brady Brunel breaks the ice for Messalonskee here in the second half, 8-6 Eagles.
That's what you expect from a vet. Brunel there turns on the jets, making the defender have to run around the cage. There, bodies up and puts it in top shelf as Walsh decides to try and check him as opposed to make the save.
So Brunel scores at 8:35. First goal since late in the second period by Messalonskee, so it's 8-6. That breaks a streak of 3 straight goals by Oak Hill. And Bell eventually, no, he can't get control of that ball. And was he out? Yes. So it is going to go to, nope, it's going to go.
They're going to call a push. I think that back ref called a push on Oak Hill.
All right, so it's Brunel and Messo's ball. Brady down the left side. Eventually, probably, he will end up back behind the net if he can get there. And that's where he's headed.
Well, the other thing, too, is Brunel's technically a midfielder, so he's taking one of the long poles with him, so somebody's got to have a oh, nice.
Oh, great pass in front to Fulling, and that might have been stopped by Walsh or deflected by a defender.
Take a quick look here as they clear. I think he just lost it. Yeah, I don't think he got it through, Mike. I don't think he actually got the shot.
All right, replay courtesy of Midstate Machine. Down low, LeClaire. LeClaire muscles a pass back outside. Parent shoots and scores. Ryan Parent. 2 in a row for the Eagles, 4 for him today, and it's 9-6.
He's just looking to crank these. You're going to see LeClaire's bounce that out to him. He's like, oh, I got free space. I'm going to step and rip.
Well, step and ripped he did. At 9:23, Parent with goal number 4, and a little bit of breathing room for Messo. It's 9-6. 2:37 left in the third. This has been a good one.
Again, this is, I think, 2 different classes, but these are 2 teams I think that can win state championships.
Absolutely. Ball's going to Oak Hill on the violation. On that draw was Gus Langlois. I love a guy named Gus. You have a guy named Gus on your team,
grit.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, he's got grit.
I would imagine he's Augustus or something like that. I like it. If I was going to have another son, he would be named Gus.
Gus Violet.
Gus. All right, the curl in front, the shot wide. Kind of a jump shot there by Caden Delano. And the ball on the side, it belongs to Oak Hill. 2 minutes to go. This is Dillman. The mystery of number 4 solved. Nathan Dillman back to the front. Dillman to Fecto, a shot, and that's a score! It beat with him to his non-stick side. And I believe that was Matt Fecto. It was Fecto. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-goal game again.
That was a worm burner. And Fecto is just ripping those. And I think you're seeing, I think, a little bit the freshman there. Because, again, those are shots as a goalie. You'll take those.
So Oak Hill, a goal by Fecto at 10:05.
Give him a hat trick.
9-7. He's got one. Bell wins the faceoff. Bell chased by Bergeron and knocked out of bounds by Bergeron and lost by Bell. That's going to be in Messalonskee ball. Did he try to pass that? Is that what that was?
I think so, yeah. So backup only works on a shot. Out of bounds is last touch.
Okay, nice rush. Here comes Oak Hill. Down the left side.
That long stick middy's got jets.
Yeah, I can't see a number. But that long stick middy is behind the net. Now he shortens up on things.
And that's why they don't.
Yeah, that's when it gets tough, when you're in tight like that and you got to make a precise pass and you got a long stick.
Yep.
If we can get a number on him going upfield, it is tough to see.
2?
Is it? Okay, P.J.
2.
Smith.
Yep,
all right.
2.
So
yeah, that's
P.J. Smith.
The rules my coach always said, if you're a long stick and you end up in the offensive end, you either pass or shoot immediately.
All right, on the steal here is Spear. Spear laid it off, and the ball went out of bounds on the far side on the Messalonskee bench. It belongs to the Eagles with 1 minute to go in the half. 9-7 Messalonskee protecting a 2-goal lead. Second half has really been an evenly played half. Over to Parent. Parent down low. LeClaire shot and a save there made low by Walsh. Good rush by Messo. Eagles have it again. Kinney down low. Couldn't handle the pass. LeClaire. Swept it back outside. Picked up. And here comes Bergeron. Bergeron with 30. Bergeron trying to get to the net. Knocked out by Brunel. And scooped up by Parent. He takes one in the head. Or check that, not Parent. That might have been Cunningham who took it. Here's Parent. Parent with 15. Parent down low. Brunel couldn't get the pass. Now behind the net, Fulling with 7. Fulling back out front. That was a dangerous pass. You got to go in close with something or take it to the net. A sweeper there by Parent, and that runs the clock out for a great third period. What did you see back downfield?
They threw a flag, I think, on that contact with the defender way back from Messalonskee.
Yeah, and I think the recipient of the contact was Mitchell Marquis as he goes off the field slowly. 3 done. This has been a great one. Score after 3 in boys lacrosse from Oakland. It's Messalonskee 9, Oak Hill 7. Fourth period's next on the Score.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
If you have been looking or wanting a complete heating, cooling, and plumbing contractor for residential or commercial all under one roof, Maine Preventative Maintenance is the only number you'll need. Maine Preventative Maintenance is also a registered and recommended heat pump installer with Efficiency of Maine. You may even be eligible for financing through Efficiency of Maine. Emergencies always happen at the most inconvenient times. Don't put it off any longer. Don't wait until something happens. Call Maine Preventative Maintenance today for peace of mind. Maine Preventative Maintenance, 465-4505, 465-4505.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, back here live at Veterans Field in Oakland, along with our Score crew. Ches Wing, our videographer here this evening, and Kaylin Lakey working our computer graphics and the scoreboard. 12 minutes on the scoreboard. 16 goals combined. Messalonskee with a 9-7 lead. They've had as much as a 4-goal lead in this one. In fact, it was 4 goals at halftime, 7-3. And Oak Hill came out like a house of fire in the third, scored the first 3. Brunel and Parent countered, made it 9-6. And now Fecto just scored prior to halftime, or prior to the end of 3, and it's 9-7. And here we go into the fourth. Owen Walsh down to our right.
That was a penalty.
Yep, and the guilty party there, Lucas Bergeron. So again, you get a man up for a minute, and you get one of their better players off the field.
Yeah, and for Messalonskee, they're 3 for 3 to this point on man-ups. This is a chance for them to get breathing room because, as I say, the biggest save, I think, just happened. Walsh stones LeClaire in close. Should have been 10-7.
All right, Kinney starts it, or Hansen starts it. Over to Parent, back to Hansen. Hansen dropped it. Tyler back to pick it up. Tyler looking right there at the side of the net. Fulling, nothing there, though. Fulling has to go back out deep to Brunel. Brunel out deep. Down on the right side to Kinney. Jack back out front to Brunel. Brunel right to the net. There's Fulling. Again, he's denied.
He had LeClaire to pass across the crease.
All right, back out to Kinney with 25 seconds left on the man up. Now to Brunel. Brunel down low. LeClaire scores! Another man-up goal for Messo, and it's 10-7.
Got to feel good for LeClaire. He's been trying to get something going and has struggled this game, but that's a big one. And they just plant those 2 on the back door and pull that defense up, and LeClaire there finally bodies, uses that shoulder to turn and just goes top shelf, high to high.
And LeClaire scores 41 seconds in man-up. And 5 for 5 or 4 for 4?
4 for 4.
4 for 4 on man-ups. That's pretty good. I'm not into lacrosse maven, but that's pretty good.
Well, just think of it in terms of the Bruins. If you found out the Bruins went up
4 power play goals tonight, yeah, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I think you'd take it.
That'd be awesome. I think Jeremy Swayman could win that game. 4 power play goals. Also, by the way, when it comes to the Bruins, no Austin Matthews tonight either, with whatever sickness he's got. The NHL's leading goal scorer, 69 goals. Out.
Don't let anybody say you don't cover it all.
I try, man. I try.
Calling high school lacrosse and giving us Boston sports updates.
We got to keep people updated. We have the technology. Messo, 10-7 behind the nets. Brunel gets a block there from LeClaire in front, and his shot, I think, got deflected.
I think I don't think he got full extension on it. They're sending that double. He's one of the two, I think one of the Messo players that's drawing that quick double team, as you saw there.
All right, here's LeClaire. Powers up. Nice recipient, or nice reception, that is, of the pass by Parent, but he could not really get the handle on it. Here comes Oak Hill, a bump there at midfield. Good job by Hansen. Another bump, and now scooping up the loose ball is Kinney. Messalonskee used some physicality there to stop that play. Here's Mitchell Marquis, speaking of physicality. Marquis, midfield, slows up. Nice pass in the middle for Hansen. Hansen right down Broadway, fires and scores! Tyler Hansen makes it 11-7.
And credit Marquis. That starts with Marquis identifying that ground ball, and then he runs up to midfield. Hansen just gets free hands. No one steps to him, and he's able to bury that one.
So it tightened up to a 2-goal deficit. Now LeClaire and Hansen have busted it back open to 4. 9:53 to go. Ton of time left.
This is where an area where Kroll, obviously last year's advantage, and Bell could be because you can play make it, take it.
Yep, Delano wins it, though, for Oak Hill. Here come the Raiders. Oak Hill ready to set up. Got Bergeron and Delano at the front. Bergeron lays it off to Delano. Both of them really dangerous. Delano splits the defense, shoots, and that's a save there made by Witham. Got in front of that one. A freshman made the stop. Loose ball.
I think
and
Delano's
we got
down.
a race. Yeah, we got a player down and really hurt there right in front of the goal. They've got to stop this. Now, as soon as they do, and it looked like Delano was kind of squirming in pain, he's up and hustling off the field. So
I missed it, but I wonder.
Cancel the ambulance.
Yeah, I was going to say, call an ambulance, but not for me. I wonder if that's a case where, you get into that crowd, who knows, sticks catching knees, calves, and he maybe just took one in a place and not feeling so good and need an extra second.
All right, here on the left side is Adam Hinckley. Number 1.
Hinckley, one of their big-time returning players, quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
Yeah, I mean, number 1 in blue is really looking for him to make a difference, and he's hardly handled the ball. On the other hand, Bergeron has been a big difference out front.
And Fecto.
Bergeron, Fecto, and Delano, of course, who just went out. All right, now it's Spear. Spear, 8:50 to go. They trail by 4. It's 11-7. Good fake. Switch of the hands, and the shot there is wide by Bergeron. And that ball is out. It'll stay with blue.
Nice job by Bergeron switching hands. I think he needed another step up into positive angle.
Hinckley shot very wide.
And that seemed to you, Mike, a shot of a kind of a frustrated offensive player. Saw a little bit of daylight and was like, I'm just going to crank this one.
All right, Oak Hill ball from the back. All right, out to the front. Rolling past to Bergeron. Bergeron, 20 yards away from the goal. Shot from way out deep. That's by Spear, and that was wide. 8:22 to go in the fourth. A 4-goal deficit for Oak Hill with the ball. Back, and a pass is picked off there by Kirk. Owen Kirk. Lead pass. Up the right side to Dexter. Dexter to Fulling. Fulling denied. Now he's going to wait for some attackmen to come on.
Yeah, you're going to have to swap. Dexter's obviously got to go back. What they tell you to do there, and he's okay because they didn't pressure him, is run behind the goal, because if you turn it over, you make the obviously defense have to go the furthest distance.
Brunel. Right there at the net. LeClaire shot, and it's wide. Good play.
Nice pass.
Great execution. Brunel to the flashing open Cooper LeClaire. All right, Brunel in really what we think is his best spot, behind the net. Brunel over on the far side.
That's what they tell you. Put your best feeder in at X.
Parent.
Behind the cage.
To Fulling. Fulling on the right. Back to Parent. Parent retreats.
Ooh. Thinking about one-on-one.
All right. There's Fulling. Lost it, though. Has to go back to pick it up. So Fulling works it from the right. Brunel out back. Over to Brady. Brady drifts over behind the net. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It is 11-7. Messalonskee. Brunel doubled. Ends up in front. Shot wide on the short side. Trying to touch up there was Walsh.
That's a good one because that's the thing is Brunel comes up, just barely getting back. There's Kinney to get the backup on that, but that was close.
All righty. It is Jack Kinney. Kinney at the 20, spins. Kinney finally got it away to Parent.
And see, I'm surprised here. Oak Hill not really pressuring because they need the ball back.
All right, here is Hansen. Hansen's shot bounces. And that is out with 6:20 remaining. Today's game and all of our games brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company. Serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations, your building project partner. Find them at hammondlumber.com. There's one out in Belgrade, not far from where we sit right here. Here's Brunel. Brunel doubled, ball's on the ground, trying to pick it up. Davidson. Now finally, Oak Hill able to do so. 4-goal deficit, 6 minutes to work with. It's Bergeron.
He got on the high horse for that one, didn't he?
Bergeron. Oh, collision there. Marquis absolutely blows up Gage Spear, and Spear got the worst of that. He's down.
Again, that's just a hospital throw, Mike. Hospital throw.
Gage Spear got absolutely lit up by the much larger Mitchell Marquis. Over there to assist him, Owen Kirk. And Spear able to get up and get off the field.
Yeah, because
Marquis is going to win that battle every time.
It varies from player to player, but generally your offensive lacrosse players, right, you're going to cover up most of your arms. You got your gloves. Your chest pads are going to vary, though. You're not going to have much coverage on the sides. You're going to cover your front and back, and then your gut's going to be uncovered too. So there, as he's turning around to catch that, you're catching him in the side where there's pretty much no padding. You're catching fist and probably a little bit of metal.
5:45 to go after that earth-shattering hit.
That was a good read by was it Kirk right on the hit? Or Marquis, it was a good read on him. And kind of, to be honest, I think he baited a little bit, and he was able to slide later as that ball was in the air.
All right, Tank Witham. Over on the far side to Kirk. Back to Witham. And Kirk runs it up. Fires a deep one. Had something on that. It's picked off. Didn't have it high enough, trying to get it down low to LeClaire. Ball loose, and Marquis scoops it up. Mitchell has an open man far side. That is Kirk. Kirk with a lane. Kirk works it up. And we got a flag down there.
Slash, are they going to go against that long stick midi?
Yep. I'm trying to see who that is for Meso.
Was it one?
No, it was two. That was Ty Cowett.
Yeah.
So Cowett's going out.
It's not just where you contact. One of those things that is going to get you in trouble occasionally is they'll watch how far you crank back.
So man-up situation here for Oak Hill, down 4. Got a chance to get one. What are they on man-ups, do we know?
I don't believe they scored on the first one they had, so I think they're 0 for 1.
Okay, that's right. It's only been one. All right, timeout. Before that man-up situation for Oak Hill, we'll take it to 5:07 to go. It's been a real good one. Score, Messalonskee 11, Oak Hill 7. We are back on the score right after this.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
All righty, we are strapped in here for the final 5:07, and it begins with a minute man up situation for the Oak Hill Raiders. Down 4, a penalty on P.J. Smith. Excuse me, a penalty on Ty Cowett, wrong number 2. Ty Cowett of Meso. So, Oak Hill.
I stand corrected, Mike. Oak Hill is 1 for 1.
All right.
That is because that's their defense was really confusing, and I think it was Fecht who just absolutely drained one from like 5 yards out.
All right, Nathan Hillman starts it up. 1 minute man up here for Oak Hill, and did they lose it? Yes. They lost it out of bounds. Key mistake. All right, back to Witham.
Oak Hill has to be aggressive here. They have an extra defender.
Witham whips it up, flashing open there, Matt Fulling. So a man down, Messalonskee on the attack, Fulling some open field. Now going to rag it a little bit and bring it back outside. Messalonskee with a 4-goal lead down on the far side for the Eagles, Hansen. Hansen backs away.
Oak Hill
that was Kinney, now Hansen.
Has an extra midfield. They have to challenge the ball.
Hansen falls down and a giveaway. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. Hillman finally up with it. Hillman checked on the play by Kirk. Hillman with 5 seconds left on the man up, and the ball is stolen by Messalonskee. On the breakout, look at Hansen. Hansen right there at the side of the net. Brunel couldn't handle the pass.
That was behind it. That was a great look. That was a nice fake pass to set that up.
4 minutes to go. Ball loose right there out in front. Bodies flying. That was Hansen who did a roll there. Hansen comes away with it. Check that. Coming away with it, Bell. Bell to Brunel. Time is not on the side of Oak Hill. 3:40 left.
Not to mention that they got literally nothing, not even really an offensive set of that man-up advantage.
Didn't even look at the goal.
Nope.
So Meso in the catbird seat here. 3.5 to go. Up 11-7. Brunel. Check that. That's Parent. Parent over to Bell. Bell pulls it back out. Clock at 3:20. Now to Brunel. Brunel to LeClaire. Meso spreads it out. They can just play pass here if they want to. Kinney. Kinney with a shot, and it's wide.
At some point, I believe, I'm not totally sure, in college you can get a delay eventually, and then you're not allowed to leave the offensive box, which is tough to see, but it's that black line that goes up to the 30, but a shot resets it.
Here's Fulling. Circles back out. Parent. Parent with an opening, and he scores! Ryan Parent with some laser beams today. And it's 12-7, largest lead of the game for Messalonskee with 2:52 to go.
Not to mention, watch the placement of this. He's going to go low to that top corner. He absolutely paints the corner. Give him 5 and give, I don't know what the nickname is for it, but a hat trick of assists now for Fulling. All 3 of them have come to Parent.
5 tallies on the night for Ryan Parent. He has had it going on. And off the draw here.
I was just saying, just think, too, of what it does for a Messalonskee offense. Like a great three-point shooter, right? He can absolutely snipe from out there.
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is give him a little bit of an opening, and he has a great shot, one of the best shots we've seen in the last couple of years. And with that direct line there, no chance at all for Owen Walsh. I don't think he ever saw that.
No, and just again, he does a nice job of mixing up his shot depths or shot heights. He went low to high that one and painted the corner.
Brunel breaks through. Now just going to hang out. 2:20. Time is the ally of Messalonskee. 12-7. Brunel drifts behind the net. Brunel back over to LeClaire. LeClaire over on the side to Hansen. Now to Kinney. Jack looking it over. 2 minutes to go. Kinney lays it off there. That's Parent. Parent! Whoa! He fires and scores! Another whistler by Ryan Parent. And it's 13-7 Messalonskee. Goal number 6 for Parent.
He's just showing off now. Give that assist, I think, to Hansen.
The Eagles ready to put this one in the left-hand column.
He's just showing off now because that one, he just painted a corner. Just painted the corner.
Very precise and a lot of power on the shot. I mean, that's as good a shot as we have seen the last couple of years in lacrosse. Just an absolute laser all night, all of them. Smith back outside to Bergeron. Bergeron with $1:40 to go, dropped it off down low, picked off there. Owen Kirk. Kirk
he's
barreling.
gonna shoot this.
He's going right to the net, baby. He wants to score, and he can't.
He hesitated.
Knocked out of the stick, and here's Parent. Look out, right there, Fulling over to LeClaire, and he hit the top of the net. Hit the crossbar. Cooper LeClaire. Right there.
Little bit too unselfish there from Messalonskee, but I think when you're up 6, I think Parent there was thinking, I've scored enough, I'm going to give this one up.
1:15 to go.
Always feel bad for the long 6 when they get a chance there. Dexter was going to gather that up and then got checked and dropped it.
The lob in front. It's knocked away by Kirk. Kirk's played a strong game playing defensively for Messalonskee. Look at him there, run it out. And relieve the pressure. Up to Parent. Parent under a minute to go now. 50 seconds. Parent to the net, but he decides not to. Over on the far side, that's Kinney. Kinney with 45 seconds to go.
Yeah,
Kinney.
I think you're just going to see them. They're just going to chuck this around finally and run out the clock.
Kinney hanging on to it. Just a matter of time. Tick, 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 tick. 30 seconds left. And Messalonskee will go to 5-1 on the season and bounces back very nicely after their loss to Cape Elizabeth, their lone loss of the year. Parent will hang on to it here for the final 5 seconds. He may be the clubhouse leader for our score player of the game, wink, wink.
Who else could it be?
That'll run the clock out, and the Messalonskee Eagles with a very impressive close of this one as they score 4 in the fourth period and win it by a score of 13-7. We'll come back with a recap and the score player of the game. It's all coming up right after this on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
We have created our own drink company. The fastest growing sports drink in history.
We will run! We will run! Ladies and gentlemen, we got the monkey has prime!
This season, we are hydrated. The official sports drink of the UFC. It's on!
Oh, that's good.
Yeah!
Distributed by Valley Beverage of Lewiston. When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights back here live at Veterans Field in Oakland, where the Messalonskee Eagles, in impressive fashion here tonight, have beaten the Oak Hill Raiders by a score of 13-7. The final a little bit deceptive, 6-goal deficit. It was much closer than that most of the game. Messalonskee had a couple of 4-goal leads, but mostly this was a 2-goal or so game. I was very impressed with the resilience of Oak Hill, especially in the second half. They're down 7-3 at halftime, come out all over the place and score 3 straight goals in the second half. Cut the lead to 7-6 before Messo kind of ran away with it.
Yeah, well, on top of that, you had the fact there, I think it was near the end of that quarter, you get the stop. Leclerc gets backdoor right there on the doorstep, and Walsh stops him. Otherwise, you're talking 10-7 at the end of 3. But they started to score the first 3, and I think, like you said, at the end there in the fourth quarter, Oak Hill extends a little bit, trying to pressure the ball, and Ryan Parent just didn't matter where he was standing, it seemed like tonight. He was painting a corner.
His shots tonight were simply unbelievable. Parent scored 6 goals in this game. He scored his first one in the first period when it was 1-1 to give Messalonskee a 2-1 lead. Delano then got it right back for Oak Hill 2-2. That's the last time this game was tied. Ryan Parent broke the tie with about a minute and a half to go in the first by scoring his second goal of the game, and Messalonskee was on their way after that. They led 7-3 at halftime. Fulling scored for Messo. Bergeron scored for Oak Hill. And then it was Kinney, Parent, and Hansen scoring for Messalonskee. 7-3 at the break. And then Oak Hill came out with all guns blazing in the third. Delano, Bergeron, and Delano scored consecutively to make it 7-6. And then Messalonskee caught fire again. Brunel, Parent, and Fecto. Brunel and Parent scored 8-6, 9-6. Fecto cut it to 1 at the end of 3, 9-7. And then Messalonskee just ran away in the fourth. Leclerc, Hansen, Parent, and Parent to finish things off. And Ryan Parent scored 6 goals in this game and obviously is our score player of the game. He was outstanding.
We were just running through those third quarter goals as Mike was going. Here's the fourth quarter goals, and obviously Leclerc gets his first one. Hansen has a nice one. We get 2 and not only that, Mike, 6 goals, but he actually had an assist as well. So he finished with 7 points on the night. You're talking about they score 13 total goals. He scores 7 total points, scores half of the goals. It was a night. He was just, I don't know if, this is our first time getting to cover the Messalonskee boys team. I don't know if he was just, one of those nights where shooters are just dialed in, but he showed, I think, real skill. He's got a lot of velocity on that shot, and he had a lot of great location tonight as well, on top of changing his launch angles.
And he got open, whether it was his own effort to get open or clearing the way for him with teammates. He got open, and all he needs is a flash. So obviously, Ryan Parent is our score player of the game. He gets the Score Bag of Swag, a bag from Central Maine Community College in Auburn. In that bag, some sparkling ice, courtesy of Valley Beverage, the highly coveted Score Player of the Game keychain, and also the now highly coveted Score T-shirt in Skowhegan. It was like I was giving away stuff. People were all gathered around the car asking me. I felt like Santa Claus on Christmas morning.
Well, that Parent also, correct me if I'm wrong, because as we've kind of, this has kind of evolved, obviously, as we get to the spring season, so we celebrate our 1 year of doing it. Parent has now won in 2 sports because he had that game winner.
Is he our first multi-sport winner?
That's what I was trying to think. The only thing I could think of, I would think so, because I don't think any of the field hockey players we have seen yet in softball. So I think so. I think he is.
So congratulations to Ryan Parent, who has won our Score Player of the Game. in basketball, and now in boys lacrosse. Tomorrow it is softball in Fairfield, Lawrence, and Winslow. Game time 4 o'clock here on The Score. Friday we are at Colby for baseball. Skowhegan's home away from home when they take on Mount Blue at 7 o'clock. The entire Score schedule always at centralmainsports.com, and of course every game we do in the vault there at centralmainsports.com, and also on our YouTube page at Central Maine Sports. Please go subscribe, click the notifications bell. Find out when our games start. We'll send you notifications. Also on notifications when score lights come down and the other special video highlights we do. So that's going to do it for us here tonight from Veterans Field in Oakland. For Chaz Wing, for Kalen Lakey, and for Mr. AJ Knight, I'm Mike Violet saying so long from Oakland. Final score, boys lacrosse tonight. The Messalonskee Eagles 13 and the Oak Hill Raiders 7.
You've been listening to another high school sports presentation on The Score, supported by these great local sponsors: Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Valley Beverage, Maine Preventative Maintenance, The Harry J. Smith Company, SBS Carbon Copy, JDH3 Design, Dixon's Country Market, and by Casella Waste. Stay tuned for a lot more live video and audio of high school baseball, softball, and girls and boys high school lacrosse. All available at centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, and our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. You found the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160, The Score.